Welcome to Mini.
Right. It's fully
Same. Yun talaga. Game yun. Akala kami sa series na to. Kaya lang. Depende. Sana. Stay namin.
Yeah, I mean, we just have to keep up the effort. Obviously, it starts with Jamie and me, but again, it's a collective effort in our game. He's an amazing player. It's the reason why he won, the best import of the conference. We have to do another great job of containing and just make it difficult for him to. Absolutely. I mean, every game has been close. Like I said last time, it just comes down to one or two possessions, both ends of the floor. We have to continue to play confident. Yeah, I got you.
Hey, try to win.
Ako na naman. Full team effort lang. Yun lang. Yung defense dito na. Pero sana makita.
Boss. Then naging sa last team.
Good defense lang. Ito, pwede kami.
Pinakita nyo last game, anong naging happy factor?
I think it's all about defense every game.
Kaya yung sustain niya kami din sa fight.
Hopefully.
It's to shoot here for the White Shirts. Bata quick to the cover two. Wow! Difficulty. Open for three. Was the kiss of death. Almost did not play in this match. Well, sure, Coach Tim is going. So glad that he did play again. Get every single call put on the now. Two plays from here on. TNT needs to score here. See what happens.
Staring at a 1-3 series deficit, Barangay Ginebra, San Miguel dug deep, showed grit, and pulled off an improbable win to level the final series at 2 wins apiece. We can be talking about how NSD was employed by Justin Brownlee in Game 4 of this Commissioner's Cup Finals, but we can also throw it back to 2016 when Justin Brownlee foresaw what NSD was all about in the Governor's Cup Finals, led by JJ Helterbrand and Mark Agiwa. Now, the pressure is on TNT to overcome the challenge, the momentum of Brownlee and the rest of Barangay Ginebra as we present to you Game 5 of our PBA 49th season. Commissioner's Cup Final would be a mighty battle between Ginebra and TNT.
Oh, what a series this has been, Carlo. Everything was going TNT's way. They won Game 3 with that shot by Nambatak and then the injury by Justin Brownlee. So much uncertainty for Barangay Ginebra. But you said it, they pulled off that improbable win in game number 4. That's why we are back to square one here. This is now a best of 3 between these two teams.
GTD, game time decision. That was a state of Justin Brownlee before the start of Game 4. But from GTD, we saw NSD from this camp and Brownlee, by the mere fact that he showed up, gave so much energy to his squad.
And he inspired this offensive production coming from Barangay Ginebra. Finally, a good offensive game from Barangay Ginebra. They did not score over 90 points in the first 3 games of this series, but in game number 4, look at the numbers: 95 points, 50% from the field, 49 rebounds, and then I think the key stat in this entire series, game 1, perimeter points going TNT's way, but in game 4, it was all Barangay Ginebra.
It was not just inspiration, though, coming from Justin Brownlee. He showed that with that dislocated, that heavily taped up thumb, he can still be a presence. Yes, his offense was a little closer to the rim. Not a bunch of 3-point shots, not a bunch of attempts from the 4-point range. It was where he still felt comfortable taking the shot amidst the injury.
Absolutely. He missed all 4 attempts from beyond the arc in this game, but in total, very efficient, 9 out of 17 from the field. He knew what he wanted to take in this game. He took charge, got the rebounds and the assists in that game. And you take away game 1, Justin Brownlee is outplaying Dante Hollis Jefferson so far in this series.
But the risk of not having Justin Brownlee, the risk of not having an import, forced the likes of Jamie Malonzo and Stephen Holm to be extra aggressive heading into game 4. They knew they had to be on point in terms of their offense, and as a result, Malonzo had the best performance of the final so far individually.
This guy was the biggest reason why they won game number 4. Of course, we talk about Brownlee's never say that by attitude, but the excellence of Jamie Malonzo shown through in game number 4. 24 points, 6 out of 8 from the field. He defended RHJ pretty much the entire 4th quarter in this game. So the contributions made by Jamie, looking at his game 1 to 3 averages, not a lot, but in game 4, he was big time, especially in the clutch. 10 points in the 4th for Malonzo.
In the first 3 games of the series, there was a clamor from Barangay Ginebra fans for Japet Aguilar, who imposed his will to present as one of the top options on offense. We saw that coming from Japet. Coach Tipton will usually start the game by setting up Aguilar because he wants him confident, he wants him aggressive, and finally it all came together at the United Arena in Antipolo for him.
And I really think that Japet Aguilar is Ginebra's biggest advantage in this series. If he is on point, there is no matchup for him. Coach Chot Reyes tried to play small in that fourth quarter, but Japet was able to punish them with a post move. Look at the numbers of Japet, 18 points. Very efficient from the field. He put in the 8 rebounds, and of course, his defensive contributions as well. Japet and Malonzo was big time. Game number 4.
There was a key basket coming from Japet Aguilar versus Glenn Cobote that helped Barangay Ginebra hang on to that advantage late in game number 4. Now it's time to send it over to our courtside reporter, Ms. Pauline Rosado.
Carlo and Coach Mark, Barangay Ginebra only has one goal in mind, and that's to be able to get ahead for the first time in this series tonight. Emotionally, they are riding high, inspired by Justin Brownlee's resilience in Game 4, where he still played through intense pain despite nursing his dislocated right thumb. Speaking to assistant coach Richard Del Rosario earlier, he pointed out that while everyone is raving about Brownlee, they also want to commend the rest of their guys for stepping up. He mentioned how the win was a true team effort, great defense with offense clicking from guys like Jamie Malonzo, Stephen Holt, and Japet Aguilar. But moving forward, Coach Richard knows they also need to be cautious about TNT's adjustments, saying it's imperative that they don't play passively tonight. As for Justin Brownlee, he is still good to go, and we were told it is status quo for his thumb injury. So heading into Game 5, the coaches are hoping they can keep Justin in one piece, making sure the rest of the guys stay involved.
Thank you for that report, Pauline. Now jumping onto the other side for the TNT, Tropang, Giga. They know what it takes to defeat Barangay Ginebra. That much is clear. But for Ronde Hollis Jefferson, after picking up the Best Import Award, sometimes it would weigh heavily on your shoulders. Usually we call it the award curse. And it resulted to what was the lowest output in scoring for RHJ this entire conference.
Only 14 points for RHJ in that game number 4, 5 out of 18 from the field. These are not numbers we are accustomed to seeing from Ronde Hollis Jefferson. But you take away the second quarter of game 1, but Barangay Ginebra has really done an excellent job. Ronde Hollis Jefferson, they have kept his field goal percentage extremely low, and let's see how he can bounce back here in game 5.
Calvin Oftana, one of the top contenders for best player of the conference, of course, fell a little bit short with Arvin Tolentino picking it up. You can say there might be some weight lifted off his shoulders now, not thinking about those awards, just focusing all of his efforts to helping TNT regain the final lead here today.
Calvin Oftana, he played well. This was his best game of the series, 17 points, 3 out of 6 from the field, and then the rebounds and assists. But we have not seen a Calvin Oftana breakout game where he carries TNT on his shoulders, maybe a 30-point game. I expected a lot more from Calvin Oftana, especially with Jason Baxwell not playing. But so far, he has also been kept in check by Barangay Ginebra.
We send it back to Pauline.
Well, Carlin, Coach Mark, you're right. The pressure is on for the TNT Tropang Giga to get the upper hand in this series. And tonight, they know that they need to respond quickly after that disappointing loss in Game 4. And speaking to assistant coach Sandy Ares-Pacochaga earlier, he said it all starts by doing what they do best, which is defense. Earlier, he said that it wasn't just the final score in Game 4 that hurt them. Two things he pointed out were that they gave up 50% from the field, and they need to be able to do a better job disrupting Ginebra's offense. Most of their points came from open shots. They also weren't happy with their offense, saying they didn't attack the basket enough, and they need their players to be more confident tonight. We've got more on both these teams later on. For now, let's turn it over to the venue announcer for the starters of this game.
Finals. It's time to meet the starting lineups of both teams. First from your TNT Tropang Giga. Starting at guard from Dumaguete, number 8, Calvin Oftana. The other guard from Cebu, number 13, Brian Aruela. At center from Cagayan de Oro, number 7, Hoy Eva. At forward from Talisay, Cebu, number 16, R.R. Pagoy. And also forward is TNT's import, number 24, Ronde Hollis Jefferson. Head coach of TNT is Chot Reyes. And now let's meet the 25 of your Barangay Ginebra, San Miguel. Starting at center from Saskatchewan, Pampanga, number 25, Japet Aguilar. Head forward from Cagayan Valley, number 1, from Angeles City, Pampanga, number 14, Stephen Hall. And also guard from Davao del Sur, number 9, Scotty Thompson. Head coach of Barangay Ginebra,
Royal rematch, game number 5 of the finals of Tana, Heruela. Geram Pogoy and Ronde Hollis Jefferson for Coach Sotayan. Thompson, Holt, Aguilar, Brown D, and Rosario on the other side for Coach Tim Cone. Our players are ready, our fans are definitely ready. It will be Chapet Aguilar jumping it up against Ronde Hollis Jefferson to start off this game. As we return to the Big Dome, to the Smart Araneta Coliseum to bring the 2-2 deadlock. Big smile coming from Brownlee. We're ready to start this match. Ball is up and away we go. Tip-off is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. The TNT Tropang Giga will have the first crack at the basket. RHJ attacking early. Couple of defenders at end one to start this game.
And he needed that. RHJ, that shot has not been falling for him, especially the last couple of games. But big shot by RHJ to start this game number 5.
Look at Chapel Aguilar just saying no to defending JP and running right to Ronde Hollis Jefferson. That's how much they respect the offense coming from. For best import of the conference, he completes the end one.
Well, you do not beat TNT if you don't stop this guy, Jefferson. It's known that the last couple.
There's a switch now. Thompson locates Brown D. JP inside a one-hander, no. Taps it over to Chapel. First shot down for Barangay Ginebra. Thompson versus Heruela. Using the ball screen. They trap him. Good extra pass. But the ball is stolen. Hollis Jefferson on the run. Heruela swings it. Pogoy now has it. Back to Heruela. They will set up. Cross matches all over the place. RHJ. Just the double. Skip pass. Pogoy for 3. That's good.
And Aaron Pogoy, without any hesitation, this has been the way he has been playing this entire series.
6-0 start. Heruela continues to pound. Scotty Thompson. Pogoy will be called for a foul here. A little too physical. It's Justin Brownlee. One thing you might be able to say about TNT was they allowed JB to be comfortable, to look comfortable in game 4.
That's good. Maybe they thought it was not 100%, so they probably, dare I say, underestimated a bit the abilities of Justin Brownlee, at least for that game. I think they'll be more prepared today.
Heruela. Head against Thompson. Now Chapman has it versus Hena. For the shoot. The handoff lane. 3-point shot is good from the corner. Coming from Scotty.
Big shot by Scotty because you don't want to be down big early here against TNT.
For you remember the first quarter of game 1. Fake sleepy goes reverse. Was too busy looking for contact. Was not able to secure the shot. Thompson takes it out. Stolen by Pogoy. Counter attack here for TNT. They go cross court. But too much on the pass coming from Pogoy. And loses it to the baseline.
Is that last play that simple handoff by Japet and JPM gives Scotty just too much space for that open jumper.
Looking to set up Brownlee. Quick double team against him. They want to force Brownlee to be a passer. Rosario, the champion, Aguilar. That shot is good off the net.
We didn't see that in the previous games. That was a quick double team on Justin Brownlee in the low post.
So BNT wants to take Brownlee out of this game, reduce him to a basket. RHJ with a hesitation. 50 rebound for Rosario. 6-5, still a 1-point lead, but this is a 5-0 counter from Barangay Ginebra. Aguilar reading the defense, studying his options. Sends it to Scotty. Thompson drives. The kick out pass lands. 4 for 3. No. Aguilar Needed stop for the Tropang Giga.
Missed that shot, but that was excellent execution on the part of Barangay Ginebra to getting that open look.
The tension, you can feel it already for the first 3 minutes of Game 5. That's how important this matchup is. To all these fans, both these teams, and thank you once again for joining us on PBA Rush in Pilipinas Live. Orange Day with the basketball handoff up top on the wing. Oh boy. Goes to the spin, the one-hander. Oh, overcooked it. Got to his spot. And then he complicates the miss by committing his second foul of the game.
Just frustration on the part of Pugoy. That's a shot that he will normally make. He got what he wanted. But frustration, that's the second foul. I can see, right? What's going to keep him in. And this is a hard task here for Pugoy because he's defending Justin Brown.
They might have to switch him up with Calvin Ontana. But Holt goes on the attack here. 10 seconds on the shot clock for the white shirt. Stephen. Not a lot of movement for Barangay Ginebra. Champion. Himself. Aguilar takes. Are covered. Comes up short. That would be a shot clock violation. Ball did not hit the rim.
As good as Champion is, he's not the guy with 4 or 5 seconds left in the shot clock. So excellent defense that time coming from TNT.
Especially against a solid defender in JP and Amo has known that Champion for the longest time since college. Another 3 for Pugoy.
And this is the reason why Coach Torre is keeping him in the game. He just made his first 3-pointer. So he's sensing a big pointer from Alan Pugoy.
So for the 3 balls already for Pugoy. Champion, give it space. He will not shoot from there. They're looking for Brownlee. Import versus import now. RHJ prevents that empty pass. So 5.6 to work with for Barangay Ginebra.
There's nothing getting lost there, going under the screen. And you cannot do that on Hana. You should probably switch that to one.
Okay. To throw it up. It says Alice Jefferson with the board. He's pushing. Step back deeper off. It's good as well.
You can see TNT trying to run every opportunity, and then they always look for that transition play.
They had 8 3-point conversions in the first quarter of this entire series. So we're working with 3 already. At the 7-minute 32 mark, here in the opener of game number 5, a timeout for Coach Tim Cone as it is another 6-0 run for TNT, giving them the 7-point lead.
I'll be absolutely honest. I thought that there was no way that Justin was going to play today. None. And I thought he was out for the series, frankly. But then Justin said, I think I can play. But I still didn't think he was going to play. And then what does he do? He gets player of the game. I mean, amazing. He's not only just a great player, but I mean, he's such a warrior. When you take that tape off his thumb falls out. It literally falls out. Doesn't even say it. It literally falls out. And that's painful. That's what it
Back inside the big dome, you have Chapman Aguilar scoring on a jumper after a timeout coming from Coach Tim, bridging the gap, cutting their lead down to 5. RHJ to the spin, the turnaround jumper bounces off the rim.
The Japan has hit 2 jumpers now off the double team on Justin Brownlee, so that's very key for the offensive Barangay Ginebra.
The one-hander rips off coming from Scotty, but they get the ball back. Chapman, jumper, good again.
So 3 out of 3 on jumpers here coming from Japan Aguilar.
4-0 mini run coming from Barangay Ginebra. So Tana gets a switch. Now it's Rosario defending Hollis Jefferson. RHJ starts his move. Era. Oh, loses the basketball. RHJ wants to shoot. In and out on the triple. Approaching the midway mark now of this first quarter. There's a foul on Brian Abuela. A little too physical against Justin Brownlee as we send it back to Pauline.
Right after Justin Brownlee's incredible performance in Game 4, Coach Tim was quick to praise the team's medical staff for doing a great job on managing his injury. Earlier, we got to speak to PT RC Cuba, and he did say that while it's been quite the challenge at first figuring out how to keep JB's injury stable, they were pleasantly surprised themselves that he managed to fight and play through all that pain. He confirmed also that yes, if you remove the tape and stabilize it from JB's thumb, it will fall off because apart from dislocating it, he also suffered a UCL tear there. So the challenge for them right now is how to keep Brownlee's thumb in place while still keeping it functional. Fortunately, he says he found a technique that will keep JB mobile. He also clarified that JB isn't numb. He actually needs his sensation on his right thumb and his entire hand in order to be able to shoot.
Well, that is really the tricky part of the injury. It's the shooting hand and every sort of discomfort on that would make it difficult for you to score.
And he has not made a 3-pointer in the last game, so it might not be a bad idea if you play him more for the inside game.
Play ng bata, immediate impact coming into this game alongside Kim Oden and scoring his first 2 points of the match. Bit of a correction, coach. Only 1 foul for RR. The first one was whistled on Montana. Another jumper for Japan. Comes up short this time. On this Jefferson stop. Kim Oden goes inside to Era. Will be attack the defense of Rosario. A lot of time remaining on the clock. Nice move coming from Era, but he blows the layup.
Everything but the basket there from JP Era.
5-point lead for TNT. Chapman takes the handoff. Aguilar still with it. Now Thompson versus Nambata. Scotty attack. Goes to the corner. Hold. Goes inside. And there's a foul coming from Era. Fourth team foul against the TNT Tropang Giga. Only 2 for Barangay Ginebra. Now Troy Rosario is on the line for his first points of this match. Look at this move. He escaped already. Daylight for Eram, but he could not secure the bucket. And now he gets subbed out of this game. In comes Kelly Williams.
Never mind that there opportunity that when it was a jump with the low blocks. He was trying to take it back. But it's the layup.
UAAP Season 87 Volleyball is live and exclusive here on Signal. Watch it all live on the UAAP Varsity Channel 1 Sports and Filipinas Live because legends start here. Coach Mark Molina all smiles because the FU teams are doing very, very well in UAAP volleyball competitions. Came out in. The pass connects the bottom from the corner.
Zayn Nambata has been so good in this series and stepping up is the main playmaker here for TNT without Jason Flash.
17 to 10 off of the fourth 3-point conversion. TNT here in the first quarter. Malonzo could not score. Rosario with the extra possession for Ginebra. Brownlee and Kelly trying to work with. They're strengthening the double team. It leads to an opening. Gets it in one for Stephen Hope.
Let's see if TNT will fix this strategy because this is like the third time they get beaten because of a double team on Justin Brownlee.
And with the injured now, you would think that you would rather have Brownlee shooting from that corner instead of setting up his teammates. It's a chess. It's a battle between Coach Reyes and Coach Timcone, and that's why we are being treated to an outstanding series.
That was probably the intention of Coach Sean in game number 4, but after game 4, when Donnie played well, he just made an adjustment here.
Kelly, it is from the corner. Rebound fought by the Bata.
Great.
Passes up on the 3. Oftana will knock it down. That's number 5 for TNT.
And that's the maturity of playing a Bata. He just made a 3-point shot. Usually, you would take that jumper, but he saw a wide open of Tana. Nice extra basket from Bata.
Came out in with the enviable hand. Staying in front of Justin Brownlee. Another nice find. Rosario, though, could not complete the play. RHJ. Oftana launches. Misses. Oh, he taps it on bounds.
You can see, but this is the way TNT wants to play. They're pushing the ball, taking a lot of 3-point transition. Some confusion here, but it will be Barangay there from
20 to 13, a 7-point lead for TNT as we have this time out. Three-point shooting. A huge weapon for the TNT. Tropang Giga here in the first quarter. 5 of 8. 3 balls converted already.
We saw this happen in game 1, 8 3-pointers in the first quarter. TNT doing it again, doing it because they're pushing the pace. They're getting a lot of open looks because they're getting in transition, and then Pogoy and Tana. Very good sign.
RJ Barrientos joins the action with Malonzo, Brownlee, Holt, and Rosario for Coach Dimton. On the other side, only 2 starters remaining for Coach Reyes and Calvin Oftana and Ronde Hollis Jefferson. Brownlee, well defended, covered by Kenny Williams. TNT on the run again. Good pass. RHJ with a jam.
Again, transition look here from TNT, but what about Kelly Williams defending Justin Brownlee in the perimeter?
And that play was opened up because Ginebra was already worried about the wing shooters of TNT, and it leads to this biggest lead of the matchup. Outside shot won't fall. RHJ quicker to the rebound. They're running again. Olive Jefferson picks up his dribble of Nana. To Nambata for three. No.
Those are quality shots TNT is getting here. Never getting lost in locating their men in transition. So that's going to be a foul now. That is already over the limit here.
That's just not smart. Coming from Kimorin. I know that Rosario Scholar is bigger than him. As we look at our best of the game, brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. You can give him the foul if he receives the ball, right? But when you're in penalty, a bump like that, that's an automatic whistle.
The ball nowhere near. Troy Rosario will go Troy. This is the free throw.
America Macy will give even all this first rest of this game. We remind you, our dear PBA fans, sama-sama po tayong mag-celebrate ng 50th anniversary ng ating liga. Abangan ang iba't ibang activities at alamin kung sino ang 10 additional players na idaragdag sa ating PBA's greatest list. Para na tuloy-tuloy ang panonood ng PBA. Oftana has been on point with his three-point shooting. Being defended by the smaller Abarrientos. Now back to RHJ, to the shoot, follow-away jumper, falls in.
And that's one jumper can change everything for you. He made his first shot now. Dante Hollis Jefferson is looking pure with that jumper.
First double-digit lead of the matchup claimed by the TNT Tropang Giga. Will Barangay Ginebra respond? Brownlee with 5 to work with. JB to Rosario. They go cross court. Alonso launches. So there will be another shot clock violation against Ginebra.
Taking advantage of this mismatch for that switch. Ronjay, he does his best to challenge that shot, but Ronjay just too big and just too good.
Wallace Jefferson will get a break for the final 57.8 of this opening quarter. As TNT wants to add on to this 10-point lead.
And maybe this is Coach Shortley's realizing that Ronjay is getting tired in the end game. Now he's giving him maybe a minute or two to rest on the bench.
In possession for TNT, now a chance to attack. R8, Ronjay Barrientos against Kelly Williams. Brownlee at the elbow against Kim O'Rin. Double team comes. Great defense for TNT. Ahan Macy through the shoot. Ahan Macy connects from deep to beat the buzzer.
He was solid in game 3. In fact, he played more minutes than Ronjay Barrientos coming off the bench with 7 points.
Last shot time for TNT. Barangay never can foul. They don't need it. Brownlee with a stop. Barrientos, the prayer. Will not be answered at the end of this first quarter. It was the TNT Tropang Giga that landed the first big punch. They will head into the second period up by 7 points, 24-17 against Ginebra. This is Game 5 of the finals.
Umangat pa ang mga bida sa gilid ng dingas, perlas ang silangan, lalong umangas, lalong tumalas, inuhuna patas ng pangarap, nagpasalapaan, abante, diskarte, di bale, walang pake sa maate, tuloy lang, bante, fitulang ang
Earlier, Coach Richard, TNT clearly set the tone and came out with guns blazing in this ball game. What adjustments are you looking to make in the second quarter to prevent them from pulling away?
Well, first of all, defensively, we're losing their shooters. They already made 5 3-point baskets here in the first quarter. They're playing in a fast tempo. We need to establish a better tempo, and that only starts if we can get stopped. They're pressuring the ball a lot, and we're trying to beat the pressure with a dribble. The top takes us in, and we're not moving. So we need to have more movement in our offense.
Thank you, Coach. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thank you so much for that interview, Ms. Pauline, as we start the second quarter. RJ Abarrientos getting the friendly bounce, cutting this deficit to just 5.
And these are important contributions of the bench that Barangay Ginebra is getting from PC and Abadientos.
Alonso has not yet scored. Tremendous performance. Gets a defense to bite. Will earn for himself a couple of free throws. And you understand that the start of Rainer Ruela is all to preserve the legs of Reynang Bata because you don't want him to fatigue at the tail end of the game.
And you also want a scoring punch coming off the bench here.
But
If
used to be
you're
Jason Castro.
that's right, which as Jason told before. Anyway, you have Tropang, Miguel, and RHJ at the starting unit.
We all know what happened in game 2 of the series. Fell with cramps late into the game, and their offense really drastically different. It bogged down when he was not on the floor. Batak securing both free throws. On this big Maximiliano going deep early is Coach Chua. As he'll be checking in at the next opportunity. Round 8 to Ahmad Macy. Ahmad Macy on the switch. Misses on the triple. Go back down from Scotty. Abarrientos. Gives it for Thompson. Another 3. It's good again.
That was a wide open look created by the penetration of Don J. Abadento. So the Nebra's offense getting better here the last couple of minutes.
Started it with a back tap, finished it with a 3-point shot. Scotty Thompson doing damage. Another chance for Barangay Ginebra to inch closer. Ahmad Macy takes the handoff. Oh, RHJ drops. Alonso could not convert. Put back and forth for Scotty Thompson. Twenty-six, 24. Timeout, TNT. Back inside the big dome for game 5 of this final series. Now it's time to include our analyst at large, Coach Ronnie Magsano, into this conversation. Coach Ronnie, we've been asking you about X's and O's, but now I just want to hear your thoughts of how good has this matchup been between Coach Tim Cone and Coach Sean Reyes.
It's been a roadshow and showcase of brilliant minds going after one another in terms of schemes, in terms of offensive and defensive adjustments, and finding the right matchups. It's the adjustments that one coach has made against one another.
Coach Ronnie, thank you so much for your thoughts as we return to live action. It is Ronnie Wallace Jefferson scoring quickly to counter that run coming from Barangay Ginebra. As he said, Big Eximignano. Hugo, Makaga, wala kay Coach Shock Reyes.
And
He
in
will
the
be
game,
back to defend the Barrientos.
to defend the Andrea Banero. Of course, that's the reason why he's in the game. Big is known as a great shooter, a great defender.
How about Maverick Ahanisi landing his second 3-point conversion of this game coming off the bench?
He has lost a bit of playing time with the entry of Andrea Banero, but Mav playing big here the last couple of games.
Another stop for Barangay Ginebra, now an opportunity to take the lead from TNT. And they were down by as many as 10 early. Brownlee versus Copuntin. Ahan Macy fakes. Ahan Macy pulls the trigger, but not connect this time. Brownlee still scoreless here in the first half. Wallace Jefferson drives. He regains control of the basketball, kicks it out. We're going for three. No, Brownlee with the board.
Ginebra finding with this free guard lineup on the floor for them.
That would be a foul against Glenn Copuntin. First team foul. First personal foul as well. That's 14 on the clock for Barangay Ginebra. Battle of two generations of FU guards and Eximignano and Barrientos. Now there's a switch. Barrientos goes to Brownlee. Against Eximignano. KB to the turnaround. Brownlee still empty.
And that's what we like about Eximignano. You can even switch him to Justin Brownlee.
Copuntin from the corner. And converts.
The other shots are not falling here for TNT like they did in the first.
And that's why Coach Sean Reyes will call upon Alvin Octana and Reynang Bata to inject some life into their offense. Brownlee once again. Extra pass. Alonso. Still can't buy a bucket. Wallace Jefferson kicks it out. Extra pass to the corner. Eximignano. Good luck. Just couldn't make it.
But that's a guy that Ginebra will be comfortable with shooting the basketball.
Empty possessions on both ends. Still an opportunity to grab the lead for the first time for Barangay Ginebra. Barrientos can get them there. RHC on the run. Wallace Jefferson in traffic. Dribbles into trouble. Leaves it for Kelly Williams. Denied by Malonzo.
What a great play there from Jamie.
Malonzo for three. Won't get the bounce.
To me, it's a mistake to take that step back if you're Jamie. You have all the room to attack the basket.
Now Wallace Jefferson would slow it down a bit here. They need a bucket to calm their nerves. Wallace Jefferson on the drive, creates the contact and backs it home. Wallace Jefferson, 11 points in this game already as we approach the midway mark of your second quarter. Malonzo, another pull-up jumper, finally gets in the drop.
Finally, a perimeter jumper made here by Alonso, and this special defensive TNT. They're having more problems because Barangay have more ball handlers on the floor right now, unlike in the first quarter when they had a big lineup with Rosario and Aguilar.
It's from downtown for Hollis Jefferson. Barangay Ginebra still hunting for their first lead on this game. Alan Miti versus Cabonte. Movimientos, man by Eximiliano. 10 seconds remaining in the shot clock. Hand off the man. They switch on D. Scotty with 3 to work with. Thompson on the big spin. Thompson, no. Rebound Kelly. Foul ball against Jamie Malonzo. Yes, Calvin Oftana. Reynald Batak and JP Eram all coming into the game. With what was once a 10-point lead, now a single point for the TNT Tropang Giga. That leads into this timeout requested by Coach Tim. Down by 1, 30-29, 5 minutes, 26 left in our second quarter. Amazing crowd here inside the Big Dome. It includes Senator Francis Tolentino in attendance. We start the action here in the second quarter. And we thank you for joining us, Carlo Mamituan and Coach Mark Lina on the call. Our Arpo boy drives. He'll be called for the offensive foul, extending that elbow to clear out against Scotty.
That's the correct call. Boy, a little bit too much there in that offensive move. DNT only 6 points so far in the second quarter. That's why I think Coach Chuck going to his maybe his best offensive lineup.
All right. So earlier today, since Senator Francis Tolentino is here, brother, POC President Bambol Tolentino handed off the brand new houses for our Paris Olympic medalists. Nice. Safety Peteso for Arabic Villegas. And our golden boy, Carlos Yulo. Stop for TNT. Boboy stops. Sets it to ng bata. Tigray to Era with space and daylight, and he knocks it down.
That's something JP Era can make. He has that good touch from the perimeter.
Messi on the drive. Alonso, another upside shot.
What a difference a game makes here for Jamie Malonzo.
Will be a foul against Barrientos. And as good as he is on offense, he is someone who you can still try to attack and force the mismatch.
And I think that's the reason why Lonche only played 9 minutes in game 4. Because they were humming on the offensive end. They did not need the boost from Lonche offensively.
TNT keeping their heads above water, up by 3 here, 32-29. And inside against Aguilar. Tougher shot, makes it either way.
Huge play. JPM with 4 straight points. Another key thing in that game 4, Ella falling out now with about 5 or 6 minutes left.
It forced Coach Chavez to play a little bit smaller, choosing Gleto with it over Kenny Williams. Did not pay off for them. Scotty. Oh, that won't work for Ahan Macy, but they recover. Thompson to Map, launches, and another 3.
What a play from Map. This is the layup. What makes that big thing? That's the second 3-pointer.
Napata, counter 3, it's there. Back to a 5-point lead for TNT. Barrientos versus Napata now. Alonso looking to send it to Scotty. He likes this matchup against Timaurin. Thompson with a double threatening. Scotty gets into the corner. BC. No. 3 minutes remaining in what has been a thoroughly enjoyable first half of action. Jumpers good again for Stingray.
He has been so consistent as a point of attack here in the pick and roll. Rain Napata leading the play well and putting up for that jumper.
Poker face coming from PBA chairman and TNT governor. Ricky Vargas in attendance and TNT is back up by 7 points, 39-32. Again, we thank you so much for joining us here on PBA Rush and Pilipinas Live and Parliament Mintuan. With Coach Mark Molina on the ball, Ms. Pauline Versosa is our courtside reporter. GRZ, Sergio Sabalier, President, TV5 in attendance. Sir Molina Pregame, for Entertainment Steel, and for Cheno Lasso, of Pregame TV, and all in attendance. Ms. Jane Jimenez Casas, President and CEO of Signal TV, also joining us, part of this huge crowd inside the big dome. Their legs hanging from the restraint right now. Oh, dun sa GA, sa pinakataas. And it's a joy when the big dome is back on. Easy. Protected live into their offense. 49 points, all triples. Coming up the bench. Will be a foul. An issue for Coach Chavez. Only the second team foul for TNT. They were in the penalty in the opening quarter, Coach Mark.
That's the biggest thing here now, Barlow, with 38 left in the second quarter. Justin Brown is still scoreless. So Coach thought the TNT doing their job, making sure that the JD of this one game 4 will not be here for Barlow.
They force another stop on his Jefferson. Oh. His step. That would be a stop. Coach Chavez asking for a foul. Referee saying it's play on. Ahamiti to Brownlee. Still gets for his first bucket. Good exchange inside, and that ball will stay with Barangay Ginebra.
Well, the good look there for Brownlee, but still nothing from here. Today's game, not keeping the ball alive for the
Thompson setting it down with Chappet. Gets it back against Odin. He's quicker. Thompson off the spin. One-hander, no. But he recovers after his own miss. Cut from Chappet. will be a foul. He brought the ball as Jefferson, but one of our referees wants a review. He may have seen something else in that exchange. So they will head to the tape.
One thing is actually here. There was definitely one.
Ahmed, bloodied up. Being attended to right now. Our referees are still looking. That last play at 39 to 32, 2 minutes remaining in our first half of action.
Japet made 6 points in the first quarter, all from perimeter jumpers, but we have not seen Japet really try to be a factor inside the paint.
Ronde Hollis Jefferson, double digits with 11. But the efforts of Reyna Bata leading them with 12 in the first half. Japet hits the brakes. I think he might have
Foul
shuffled that
on
other
Monday
foot.
Hollis Jefferson. Technical foul on Boy Adam for second motion.
Again, we're seeing it on slow-mo or replay.
That was what they were saying. But before the contact, there was traveling violation, but they reviewed this for the foul, second motion and error.
And again, the technical free throw is coming up. Let's see who will claim it. But after that, Japet will get 2 free throws. The referee saying that there was a second motion coming from Era. The play was already dead. Japet still not getting up. Like, those might still be bleeding.
Remember, we'll get 3 free throws here because of that technical, and Japet seems okay now.
It's not the first time that we will see blood here in the series because of how intense it has been. And the games may be over, but the storytelling continues with this journey before the glory. This is our team, the Golden Age. New episodes drop every Friday on One Sports Plus, and Filipinas Live. It will be Stephen Holt taking the free throw as wardrobe change for Japet, part of our infection protocols. It looks like Stephen Holt will be designated as the free throw shooter. Oh, they give it to Brownlee just to get him on the board. I'm surprised as well. Bit of a delay before we get to restart the action. With 2 minutes remaining here in your first half. Again, a 7-point lead for TNT. They've been in control for this entire matchup. And Ginebra has not yet tasted the lead in this game. Justin Brownlee still scoreless. With 11 boards and 3 assists, working on the other aspects of the game. So walang injured na daliri sa rebounding. It's all about effort.
He could get that rebound for sure. And then when he was being double teamed, he's finding the open Justin Brownlee. But it's always painful when you miss a technical free throw because you can choose anybody to take that shot. But what is that now?
Japet gets a friendly bounce on his first free throw, reminding you once again that UAAP Season 87 Volleyball is live and exclusive here on Signal. Watch it all live on the UAAP Varsity Channel, One Sports, and Filipinas Live because legends start here. The free throw rims out. So overall, not too bad if you're TNT in that exchange. Nambata, explosive offense coming off the bench with a dozen. Oftana, couple of triples early, goes to the turnaround. Extra pass, Aurin connects on the reverse.
Great move there by Oftana. I love that. They putting on Oftana with the elbow to me is great offense from TNT.
Standing there, 8 points. Kelly Williams defending on the easy. Now it's proudly managed by the smaller Nambata. Skip pass. Holt versus Oftana. Baseline dive. The extra pass is tapped. Bounces out. And that will be another stop for the Tropang Giga. At the end of the first half, always crucial because what you bring into the halftime break it's volumes at the start of the third quarter. That's a miss from Nambata.
Let's see if Brownie can get going here in the final minute.
Kenny Williams on him. Brownlee, signature jumper. Finally, his first bucket of the game.
Off jumper there over the outstretched hands of Kelly Williams.
And he can still go for a 2-for-1 here. Oftana tries. Great seal. Seal screen from Kelly Williams, opening that left side for Oftana.
About 5 seconds difference here. Within the game, the shot clock.
Kelly pressuring up on Brownlee. Holt has it. 6 on the shot clock. Stephen. The ball was stolen by Nambata. Now Kelly bounces it off. Aurin hits the layup. Huge ending to this first half of the TNT Tropang Giga when it felt like Ginebra would use their free throws to bridge the gap. They only get one of 8, and then the offense code for TNT. Ronde Hollis Jefferson was the first guy to score, and he is staying aggressive. He normally doesn't get back-to-back bad games. We saw a bad one coming from him in game 4.
Look at the number here 11.7 boards, 2 assists, and 2 steals. He's that do everything player once again for TNT. And you're talking about ending quarters after losing that 10-point lead. TNT restores it to a double-digit advantage at halftime.
This series has had everything, the drama, the intensity, outstanding coaching, players giving it their all, even amidst injuries, even against cuts, pains, and aches. They're pouring their hearts out on the court, and now we're at game 5, the third game. The series advantage up for grabs. Second half, when we come back, as we finish our first 2 quarters, TNT enjoying a 10-point lead, 45-35 against Barangay Ginebra, San Miguel. Your players arrive early because they understand the magnitude of this ball game. The series advantage is available. Can be played by the winner of this matchup. A best of 7 series is all about adjustments and counter adjustments. We're ready for game number 3 in this royal rematch between TNT and Ginebra.
Defense, TNT. It's almost like they're in a zone, 2-3 zone.
TNT, quick spin. Oh boy, racing spin. Great spin. Yeah. Brownlee against Osana. JB on the post up goal. The head and shoulder fake. The short jumper. That's it. One for JB. Kick out pass. Manonza for 3. Score. Boy hits the layup. Brownlee sees stand as a means to attack. He gets the bump about in. One man down on defense. For Barangay, he never needs to approach this bucket. Believe it or not, this is the biggest lead of the ball game for Barangay Ginebra. Backside for the loose ball. Brownlee does the same.
Kailangan ipatake yung division level sa loob. Lalo na wala si graduation. Because of the factor din is yung nagtiwala na rin. We're going to see the best Ginebra here. Even without Justin, we have to be at our best.
Osana making a move. The short corner jumper gets inside of the backboard. Attacks the defense. Elliott with the layup. Scotty pushing. Easy for 3. TNT in need of a bucket. And open from the corner. That is big time from JPN.
I just reminded the players how strong and how deep that team is. When they went on a 3-point lead in the last 5 or 6 minutes, we didn't panic and we stayed.
TNT Tropang Giga take a 2-1 series advantage against Barangay Ginebra.
Kailangan po dito sa ilang center. Ihahatid din natin sa inyong lahat. Ang game number 4 ng ating race to 4. Over the last 2 days, iisang bukang bibig ng lahat, iisa ang katanungan.
The coach team ko ng Barangay Ginebra, ang salita lang, and that's to equalize. Mahirap mapunta sa 3-1 hold. Nakita naman natin kung gaano mag-grind itong serye na
Import of the conference from the TNT Tropang Giga, Rodney Hollis Jefferson.
Abang sapo din dito sa Antipolo ngayong Biyernes na gabi.
Jay met by Chapman McKelly Williams. Free down low for 2.
Knocks down the 3.
Fadeaway jumper. Puts it in. First shot of the game is money.
So I guess the problem is not an issue.
Justin Brownlee, a total of 15 first half points, answers all the doubters at the end of the first quarter.
Shut it down. Open up shot. Huge. Huge. Over to Hera for the one-handed clutch. Step back 3. It's the largest lead of the game.
4 fingers perhaps. The problem, getting big shots, making big plays. but more than that, the sacrifice to play tonight. That's all they needed to get their spirits up.
What I saw, what I heard, and that there was no way that Justin was going to play today. No. And I thought he was out for the series. I thought, what you doing? Get to play the game. I mean, it's amazing. He's not only just a great player, but I mean, he's such a warrior.
First quarter, 10 assists to 1 turnover. That is great. Difference in points of attack. You've got TNT stroking it from the outside of the range. Barangay, they're working the ball close to the back because they have the size advantage. 49 points. With this party jam out of the TNT. Exactly. This is the theme that we're saying, offense versus defense. Barangay Ginebra, they like to score big numbers. Sabi nga natin kanina, 14 wins. They average 5.9 points. But in their 6 losses, they shot throw the door. Alam mo dito matag yung all the points of Barangay Ginebra second quarter. They have 2 assists.
He's doing his thing. Lead is up to 9, the biggest lead of the game so far.
The points. Oh, what? That's what you get when you're denying the ball. There's some backdoors, but you need to give up something. You don't want others to just to get the ball. Kelly, again, to the finish. Running! Throws it down. We were talking about how energetic he was, and then he just that
was very good.
oh. Tropang! What's it? What a forward!
inside the Big Dome. We're at the break of Game 5, the third game in this best of 7 final series in your PBA 49th season Commissioner's Cup, and it's back to the biggest lead of the ball game for the TNT. Tropang Giga 10 points, 45 to 35, and it was a tough start for them in the second quarter, but then the late surge allowing them to establish control of this match.
They struggled in the middle of that quarter, the second quarter, the beginning. But you mentioned finishing quarters, TNT finishing strong. The way they started that first quarter, so TNT were able to restore that advantage despite being out rebounded badly by Barangay Nebla, and they're ahead because TNT shooting 46% from the field and then committing only 2 turnovers the entire half. That's just excellent ball handling and taking care of the ball here by TNT. Barangay Nebla, 8 turnovers leading to 10 turnover points, and that has negated whatever advantage they had of rebounding and second chance points.
Barangay Ginebra actually shooting well from the 3-point range in the second quarter because that was what TNT did to them in the opening period. But still, it is the inside scoring now of TNT that's working out, and you can see the numbers of Ronde Hollis Jefferson. His scoring has been on point, 11 in the matchup. Reynam Bata hitting them with a dozen. So no double-digit scorers just yet for Barangay Ginebra.
And of course, the biggest key development here is Justin Brownlee scoreless in the entire first half here for Barangay Ginebra.
We send it over to Bel Gregorio with this interview.
Coach Josh, you played all throughout the first half. What do you need to sustain the most as we enter the second half?
Our focus. We know that it's not going to be easy. There will be a tough comeback by Ginebra. We have to stay focused so that we can adjust accordingly and continue to execute our game plan on both ends of the court, no matter what Ginebra brings out there.
Thank you so much, Coach Josh. Back to you, gentlemen.
Start of this third quarter, a stop coming from TNT. But RR Pogoy comes up empty from the 3-point range. We thank you for joining us on PBA Rush and Pilipinas Live. Carlo Pomintuan, Coach Mark Molina, fly by, hold, overcooks the 3.
And once again, we will see TNT being very aggressive here on the defensive end of Brownlee, even double teaming here. Because Barangay Ginebra starting lineup, they don't have enough outside shooters here with both Jamet and Toy in the game.
Outside shot also will not fall for JP Eram. Again, that's a shot that you would live with if you're the Barangay Ginebra defense. Brownlee draws a double team, spins away from it. Shotty attacks middle, runs into JP Eram, was not in position. That will be a blocking foul. We send it over to Colleen for this report.
Even with Barangay Ginebra trailing by 10 points entering the second half, Assistant Del Rosario believes this deficit is still manageable. According to Coach Richard, the team struggled to match TNT's energy during the first half, and the result was a lack of movement on both ends of the floor. They were passive on defense and offense, failing to execute at a high level. Another concern for them is Justin Brownlee, who was limited to just 2 points. Coach Richard acknowledged this is a point of concern, but stressed that the team needs to remain optimistic as long as the other guys step up and contribute. He emphasized the goal moving forward is to find ways to get JB more involved in the offense and to create open looks for him. As for Japet Aguilar, PTRC has said they were able to manage the bleeding on the right side of his nose to be able to. He's good to go for the rest of the game.
Thank you so much for that report, Colleen. As it will be 2 free throws for Ronde Hollis Jefferson as well for picking up a foul on the jump shot. Coach Tim Code was ready to issue a head coach challenge, but Stephen Hope telling him, maybe not this time around, coach.
The release, not a good foul by Hope, fouling a jump shooter here, and we'll give Ronde 2 shots at the line here. My mistake. Brownlee had 2 points and towards the end of that first half. I thought it was still scoreless.
UAP Season 87 Volleyball is live and exclusive here on Signal. Watch it all live on the UAP Varsity Channel 1 Sports Pilipinas Live because legends start here. Brownlee 1 of 5. The field.
That's a big number for me. Only 5 field goal attempts for Justin Brownlee.
Thompson against Eruela. Tapet, the drive. That emergency pass is stolen by Pagor. Oftana of the Hezi stops and sends it out to the referee. Dribbled himself to a tough spot. Calvin Oftana did. So they lose control of that opportunity to establish their biggest lead of the game. Thompson versus Eruela. Now Rosario has it. He takes a three. Will not work. Will be Era with the rebound.
The shot TNT has been giving up. The three-pointer to either Rosario or Malonzo.
And this time the rebound. Ginebra is pushing. Thompson can't hit the layup. Second effort, no good either for Stephen Holt. These are golden opportunities for Barangay Ginebra. The boy will not force it. They will settle down the troops and send the ball inside to RHJ. Olive Jefferson picks it out to Oftana. 8 on the shot clock for TNT. Almost another turnover from Calvin. RHJ, pull up jumper, no. I think there was a jersey grab. That was located by our referee. Ball will stay with TNT. Second team foul for Ginebra.
Was unnecessary for Jacket because he already had possession and control of the ball.
Offense looking a bit stagnant for both these teams at the start of our third quarter. Beruela being met by Brownlee. Beruela takes the jumper, no. And a shot that you would totally live with if you're Barangay Ginebra.
Coach shot, live it with that attempt by Brian Beruela. Oh, what steps the line.
Credit the pressure defense from the TNT.
That has really worked wonders, especially with this big lineup, and that's why here Coach Tim Cone will make the adjustment. He will put in Malonzo and Mav Handisi. That's another ball handler for you in a Handisi. And more outside shooting here for Barangay Ginebra with Malonzo. And
there was no form in the offense for Barangay Ginebra, so they changed it up quickly. Also, will give your starters rest here in the third quarter. Maybe they'll be in for a fresh fourth period and better effort in the decider. RHJ hanging midair to come back at home. Brownlee, only 2 points in this game. He locates Malonzo. Jamie against Oftana. Aguilas Filipinas teammates. Now it's Maverick Ahandesi against Brian Eruela. Yeah, goes to Chapet down low. Chapet must take advantage, and he will go under the defense of Toyaran for the layup.
What you want Chapet Aguilar to do, he needs to be aggressive inside the paint for Barangay Ginebra. He has the advantage there against JPM.
Eruela sends it to Pogoy. Top ball screen with Era. Pogoy to Eruela. Corner three, no. And no other choice for Coach Andres but to call the number of Reynam Tata. Brownlee easy does it with the uninjured, with a completely healthy left hand.
From the secondary play, play there, get him inside. He has the advantage against Aaron Pogoy when he gets the ball going very deep to the basket.
Down to a 6-point advantage for TNT. They're not getting the shots that they want. Another turnover. Japan is ahead. Japan jumps it home.
TNT with only 2 turnovers in the first half. That has been the case here in the third quarter. They're forcing some turnovers, and they're getting on the break to get some easy baskets. This lead down to 4.
No other choice for Coach Simpson, but Coach Andres, but to call a timeout at the 7:28 mark of the third quarter. The lead is down to 4 for the Tropang Giga.
na naman si Poy. Wala na naman si Poy Eram.
Senator Francis Tolentino in attendance here inside the Big Dog. And we welcome you back to Game 5 here at the second half of this matchup. And this is what happened during the timeout. The frustration coming from JP Eram.
Ako kayo ni Chot.
You cannot fall apart. You cannot break up as a team midway through the finals. That will be an empty possession for TNT and a foul against Arthur Pagoy.
Boy committed that last turnover, and he was replaced during that time by Miguel Williams, but some words being exchanged there.
Naipon na kasi yan.
Difficult conversations. Let's see how TNT will try to rise above. Yard amidst a rally coming from Barangay Ginebra, trimming this deficit down to just 4. Alonso picks it out. With it. Now, he's daylight. Messi is back.
There was a last reach on the part of Pagoy. Now, that's huge. The coach Sean Reyes will need to go to his bench. And so far, in the last couple of games, the bench has favored Barangay Ginebra.
We send it over to Police.
Players know they have to earn their minutes on the floor, and Maverick Ahanisi certainly does that during his standout performance in Game 4. Speaking to assistant coach Richard Del Rosario earlier, he praised Maverick's ability to make smart decisions on the court, noting that while Maverick typically plays behind RJ Abarientos in the rotation, the decision to give him more minutes was based on his size and ability to provide a spark. The coaching staff also recognized TNT's defense has been targeting RJ. That's why they wanted to give Ahanisi a shot to relieve some of that pressure. However, coaches also emphasized that RJ Abarientos won't be left out of the rotation. Instead, this just allows to ease some of the load.
Barangay Ginebra faithful really helping their squad right now. You heard the noise elevating, and the second started to tick down on the shot clock of TNT. 47-45, a chance to tie or even take the lead for the White Shirts.
Well, this ground is now very involved here in the third quarter.
Brownlee, layup, tie game. 10-0 run here. Barangay Ginebra, and suddenly we're tied. Zapata for HJ. That was not perfect. Wallace Jefferson. He needs to give them a bucket. It's not donated to them. The rebound. Also Ahanisi. Thompson. Wants to go ahead. Can't get it. Octana with the rebound. Calvin Octana. Good pass. Out. Hits the layup.
This is what TNT needs to do. They got that lead in the first quarter because of the pace that they played. This is now Barangay Ginebra type of game we're seeing here in the third.
Brownlee against Kelly Williams. Shot clock is at 6. JB. On the slight hesitation. Alonso from the elbow gets the bounce.
Again, coming from Justin Brownlee, Jamie gets that open jumper. Goaltending on the
49-49, tied again. The nerves a bit shaky for TNT at this stage. Nambata with a fake. Nambata keeps the pivot lock. Tremendous move from Stingray.
And that's what you're supposed to do when you're a point guard and the big switch is onto you. You attack him aggressively.
Easy to JB for the lead. No. That will be a loose ball foul against Jamie Malonzo.
The big one shot is really not there for Justin Brown. He has not made one ever since the injury. What a move here. Couple of fakes from Stingray.
May have lifted that pivot for just a little bit.
When an offensive player makes a move like that, you see a lot of referees would not call
Yeah,
that.
it's not. It also happened with Japan
Oh, yes,
earlier.
yes.
So again, we are seeing this with the benefit of a replay and slow-mo. Difficult to find it on live action. BNT keeping their heads above water for the time being. Oftana almost loses a turnaround jumper strong. Alonso drives, slip and score.
He is such a good player when he is willing to attack downhill. Jamie Malonzo.
That will be a foul against Barangay. Get the swipe attempt. That will be the 14th foul for Barangay Ginebra.
The combination of quickness and athleticism gets Jamie Malonzo to the rim for that easy layup.
Still, Barangay Ginebra has not tasted the lead in this entire contest. Rin for three. No. Rebound picked up by Rosario. Will this be the opportunity for Barangay Ginebra to be in the driver's seat for the first time in this entire game? The double team will come for Brownlee. The question is when. There it is. Counting for three. No. Rebound for Malonzo. Fresh opportunity for the White Shirts. Casey with a flyby. No. But another offensive rebound for Barangay Ginebra.
This is a department that Barangay Ginebra has dominated in this game, that offensive rebounding.
Brownlee on the move. Brownlee runs into trouble. He is fouled. But the referee saying it was a pass ball, not leading to two free throws.
But we saw that 14 second chance points in the first half. Ginebra doing the work once again to get multiple opportunities in every possession.
Time ball game. Time out Ginebra. 2 minutes, 44 seconds remaining in the third quarter of action. Jamie Malonzo for Barangay Ginebra to crown themselves as champions. Malonzo but now he's back with a vengeance. He was an amazing scorer in Game 4, now starting to heat up. In the second half of Game 5, Brownlee to Scotty to Ahan Misi. Mav loses the basketball momentarily. Malonzo to the corner. Ahan Misi still can't get Ginebra their lead. Oh, almost, but not quite on the lip. The nerves coming into play here in this third quarter. Rosario versus RHJ. Troy now leads it for Scotty. Into Justin Brownlee. They have the lead.
That's where Justin has been most effective the last couple of games. They get them in that high post area for that short jumper.
We send it over to police.
Following his stellar 24-point showing in Game 4, Jamie Malonzo says none of his drive actually stems from watching Justin Brownlee fight through his injury. Having recovered from an injury himself, Jamie says it takes more than just physical toughness, but also mental strength. And this made him realize just how much heart it takes to win at this level. For Jamie, it's that exact toughness that inspires him to give his best, especially coming off the bench, which is a role that he has been really enjoying, saying it's easier because the pressure of being a starter is no longer there. Instead, Jamie now finds himself channeling all his focus and energy on getting fired up in order to provide that spark on both ends of the floor. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thank you for that report, Pauline. We have a player down. It's Jamie Malonzo. Collision. He will get out this game anyway. In from Stephen Hall. So the substitution, the two-man substitution of both them played it to perfection, and now those fears, those doubts will be for the general. LA Tenorio being active in this game. What a luxury for Barangay Ginebra to have someone like LA Tenorio and to play a couple of minutes here in the pivotal Game 5.
He's not going to make a mistake in terms of the scheme here or the defensive end.
The double on the recovery coming from Troy. Hollis Jefferson fishing for a foul. Put back is gone. Taking matters into his own hands. Is Ronnie Hollis Jefferson tied again at 53.
That was just great on the part of Dante Hollis Jefferson, but that was good defense from Ginebra.
Tenorio covered by Hollis Jefferson. Leaves it for Brownlee. Gets it back. Tenorio for three. No.
Great for LA.
Would have blown the lid out of the big dome if he made it. Hollis Jefferson recovers against two defenders. Now put up for three. Let's go.
He has been on point for TNT all series long. What a big shot again from Buena Plata.
17 big points for Stingray. Getting the lead back on this 5-0 counter run. The handoff to Maverick. Easy to Rosario inside. Ten-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock here in the third quarter. Bata goes to Oftana. 6 seconds remaining in the shot clock now. Oftana has the size advantage. That fall-away jumper is short. Rebound to Hope. That's that time for TNT. For TNT, they have a foul to give. Brownlee, beats the time. But he beats it. Beats the shot clock, beats the buzzer. He was able to let that go at the very last moment.
Exact time here. What a big third quarter for Justin Brownlee and Barangay Ginebra. Here's Brownlee taking his time. You know, he has that advantage. And then that little floater gives Barangay Ginebra a 1-point lead.
Third quarter, spectacular for Justin Brownlee as Ginebra leads by 1, 57-56, heading into the fourth. Well, the story of this matchup so far for TNT, when they get stops, they get opportunities to run, power their offense, both with layups, even on triples on the secondary. But the points from turnovers, one of those 10 happened in the first half, not anymore in the third quarter. And that was the perfect opportunity for Barangay Ginebra to turn things around in their favor. 14-5 in second chance points they played. It felt like they had a little bit more effort in that third quarter. They're racing a 10-point disadvantage to start our fourth and final quarter of action here in Game 5 with Barangay Ginebra up by 1. Bogoy, a bit quiet.
He was scoreless in the second half of game 4. And right now, still scoreless also in the second half.
Wallace Jefferson inventing a shot, able to pick up a foul, and he will take 2 free throws. So similar to how they started the third quarter, RHG on the line.
Look at that quarter scoring 22-11 for Barangay Ginebra in that third quarter. So the production of PNP decreasing by the quarters. They need a big fourth quarter here from this guy, RHJ.
Senator, sorry, that is that one Mayor Francis Zamora joining us here inside the venue. Our PBA Board of Governors is well in attendance. Second free throw good for Wallace Jefferson. LA Tenorio staying on the floor with Macy, Rosario, Brownlee, and Stephen Hall. LA wants to give it up to Brownlee. AB gets a touch on Macy versus RHJ. 3 seconds to shoot. Jumper short. Kelly Williams with the rebound. Wallace Jefferson on the push. Bogoy could not pull the trigger. You see the attention being paid to RHG from the defense of Barangay Ginebra. Quick double team against Octana. And the jumper is gone for Wallace Jefferson. They lead by 3.
And that's why he's a good player. He recognizes that double team. One simple cut by RHJ and an easy jumper for him.
Brownlee is down right now. And since he is offense, referee scored the ball. Official suspension of play.
And the officials can do that because of safety reasons, especially since he plays in the offensive end. Getting it back up with Kelly Williams.
Was stepping back. There was no way to know that Brownlee was there behind him. We resume action with LA Tenorio sending inside now to Brownlee. AB, 10 points in the game. Brownlee, short corner jumper is pure.
We don't really see Brownlee having a problem with that perimeter jumper the last couple of games.
If you don't send a double team, he will shoot over the defense of R.R. Pagoy. Who's smaller than he is. Same shot, different result for RHJ. The stop is completed by Barangay Ginebra. Tenorio up top versus Nambata. 12 with the shot block. LA now making his move. Dumps it inside to Troy. Rosario against Kelly Williams.
Oh!
2 free throws coming up for Troy.
There you see the value of LA Tenorio. I mean, just the knowledge of the offense. Did not force the ball there to Justin Brownlee. Saw a possible advantage point of attack with Troy Toscano, and he made the right decision.
Starting lineup is live right now. Join Jamie Labidor, Jimmy Flores as they break down the men's volleyball team performances in UAP season 87. So the latest updates on the PBA. Thank you so much again for joining us here at the Big Dome. This is game 5 of this series. Tied at 2 apiece. Tied at 60 now. As Rosario is on the line for the second free throw to retake the lead for Barangay Ginebra. He does exactly that. We send it over to Pauline.
Carlo and Coach Mark, with this game so tightly contested, earlier Coach John Reyes urged his players to focus on better ball movement in the final quarter, aiming to get RHJ and RR Pagoy more open looks. He also emphasized the importance of attacking the basket to keep the pressure on the defense. Before wrapping up the huddle, Coach John also reassured the team with a confident "we're good" to keep their spirits high as we head into the final stretch. Back to you, Jeff.
RR Pagoy retake the lead for TNT, and that is exactly what you need from RR Pagoy. Just attacking in the shaded area and getting a bucket inside. Double team comes for Brownlee. The pass bounces off of Scotty. The bata is ahead. The bata gets the ball swiped away from him.
Tomas,
You need
paa!
an aggressive RR Pagoy, and that's why it was a good call to put him in the low post against Scotty Thompson, because he was scoreless the last 2 second halves already.
The double team resulting into this opportunity to run. But the swipe ball coming from Scotty. 20 seconds on the shot now for TNT. Quick pass inside. Hollis Jefferson had to step out. Coburn did for 3. No. Rebound Thompson. Skying for that one. Tenorio into Brownlee. JB dribbling away from the double team. Talk for 3. No. Battle for the rebound. Picked up by
Dalawa.
TNT still with a slim 1-point advantage. Lambata, mid-range jumper. Can't get it to drop.
That's a good shot though for Dwayne Bata. LA Tenorio. Still in the game. Quality minutes here from LA.
JB against Kabutin now. Brownlee looking Scotty, another 3 on the way. No. RHJ with a big board. Lambata attacks, makes. Pass is stolen by Scotty. Scramble for the loose ball. TNT gets it back. Chris Jefferson to Pugoy. Spacing is 4 coming from TNT. So Pugoy will just try and go one-on-one. Against Thompson, he loses control because he was fouled.
That time I thought Pugoy had the ball too far away to start that first move. They gotta get the ball inside him a little bit closer to the basket against Scott.
Raynam Bata needs a bit of rest. Checking out this contest. As we have a timeout coming right up, 62-61. 1-point advantage for TNT. And they will retake possession when we come back from this timeout. TNT up by 1. 7 minutes, 48 seconds remaining in this pivotal game 5. RHJ drives, met by the double team. Scotty Thompson takes it away. He's just known how to time that double against Rondé Hollis Jefferson throughout this series. He has proven it. Brownlee to hold. Good coverage so far by the TNT defense. There's a switch. Hold with some daylight. Launches. This is from deep. Rebound out in.
That three ball has deserted Barangay Ginebra here in the fourth quarter. Well, and Scotty missing in the last few possessions.
Hollis Jefferson kicks it out to Aurin. He was left alone. He tries one. Enter is gone.
Solid role players here from TNT. They have Botin, they have Aurin. Solid defenders who can also contribute on the offensive end.
Allowing Rain of Batak and Calvin of Tana, their gunners, to take a breather. So what should be crucial dying minutes in this game. Brownlee escapes and he banks it home.
That time the double was late. And Brownlee going away from where the double has been coming.
Double did was forcing Brownlee baseline. Double did not come from there. So with this great read from Kim Aurin, just a fake pass to make sure there was an open driving lane. And then Brownlee with a quick counter and out. And the ball swiped once again. Thompson, a difference maker on defense. Not bad. Looking for someone to give the ball to. Thompson is there. Ball screen action. Thompson up the spin. Lefty layup. Oh!
They want to move there by Scotty. Doing it on both ends of the floor to give Barangay Ginebra this lead.
65 to 64. It might be low in scoring, but it's high in terms of intensity.
This is very similar to games 2 and 3.
Oh boy, the jumper. No good. Rebound Malonzo.
Right now, nobody can make an outside shot from both teams. You're going to need a backup here for TNT.
Jamie goes to jump in. They will ask Scotty Thompson to play make. Scotty to Brownlee now. JB staring at the clock. With one to shoot. Brownlee misses. Rebound Hollis Jefferson. But there are enough bodies to prevent a fast break. Kim Aurin. Oh, there's a foul. There's a foul away from play. As everyone giving forth Barangay Ginebra is shouting, traveling on Kim Aurin. This move again. Splitting the double. And then left hand. Somehow that ball bounces home for Scotty Thompson. Five minutes and change left in game 5. who will score this crucial win. Entry pass to Pagoy. Deep inside. Defended well by Scotty. Once more. One-point lead for Barangay Ginebra. Now Scotty still has it. Thompson to jump it. They pick the handoff. Aguilar escapes. Misses on the layup. Aram with the rebound.
Foul.
You can't complain with fouls on both ends because the referees are not calling it. And then it's obvious.
The layup won't go.
Ayun, may
There will
foul.
be a foul drawn. Reyna Bata.
Once again, in a game like this, when nobody can make an outside shot, the ability to create one-on-one, it becomes a premium, and that's what Reyna Bata can give for TNT. There's going to be a challenge. Coach Tim Doan.
Officially, Coach Tecton. Oh, wait. They canceled the challenge because the timeout was already given. We'll sort it out when we come back.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Timeout lang tinawag, wala yung challenge. Nawawala si Tito.
Reyna Bata with the pressure, having to step up and produce 100% of the point guard numbers for Coach Chotres here in TNT, showing us that he is willing to step under the spotlight, shows that he belongs here in the grand stage of PBA Finals basketball.
And it's not just the numbers. You're right. It's the willingness to step up, hit big shots, make big plays, be a better defender. This is what Reyna Bata has shown TNT in this series.
When Jason Castro went down with an injury, a lot of people assume it will be a walk in the park for Barangay Ginebra because when you lose the finals MVP of your last meeting, then it should favor Ginebra, but Stingray standing tall and helping the TNT Tropang Giga here in this ball game. He ties the contest with the first free throw. He retakes the lead with the second.
And he's defending Scotty the other end.
This game has all the makings of an instant classic. Let's see what's in store for all of us here in the final 4 minutes and 12 seconds of Game 5.
I like the substitution by Coach Tim Doan to put in Casey.
Thompson beats the defender with a one-hander to get the lead back for Barangay Ginebra. Bata gets the switch. Hollis Jefferson against Rosario. Hand off to Oftana. Calvin goes inside. Hollis Jefferson now to the score. RHJ off the spin. That will be a shot block violation. Let's see if there was indeed a trampling violation.
But good to me. It just looked awkward.
Ginebra looks to add on to this 1-point lead. Keep it hold. The brush screen from Brownlee. Thompson rejects the screen. Scotty backs it home. The MVP is taking over.
The last 6 points from Barangay Ginebra coming from Scott Thompson. All pretty much on one-on-one moves. Forget about the offense. Let's just get into the best play that Scotty has delivered.
And you know who you have to thank? LA Tenorio for those precious minutes where Scotty Thompson was able to take a break. Pressure here in the end game, and he is taking over. When push comes to shove, you have to believe that Scotty Thompson will do everything in his power to bail out Barangay Ginebra. San Miguel at first, he did it in the other aspects of the game. The three-point shooting was there. The rebounding, yes, his numbers were there. Now, matched up against a taller defender in Calvin Oftana. He has been using his quicker legs to get to his spots, and he has delivered big time here in the end game.
And this guy is a great defender in Calvin Oftana in the perimeter. Even Tim Cole relies on him with Giras to defend the top people of the opposing team.
The question is, who can take charge for the TNT Tropang Giga? Will it be Ronde Hollis Jefferson? RHJ on the spin, gets to his spot, overcooks it. But the ball stays at their side. Hollis Jefferson, the boy for three. No! But another opportunity for them. Nambata could not pull the trigger just yet. RHJ. Top jumper. No! It's Scotty! With a big time rebound.
And I thought those were 3 good shots coming from TNT. But the ball will not fall.
Ginebra playing with just a little bit more energy here in the fourth quarter. Brownlee on the attack. He extends their lead to its biggest of 5.
And as good as Kelly Williams has been all throughout his career, I don't like that matchup of him defending Justin Brownlee.
It feels like a must-score possession for TNT. Nambata can't get it. And Scotty clears another ball.
Your pants. The blue one, the one
Must stop here. From TNT.
Brownlee gets Bagoy. JB quiet in the first half. Waking up here. Rosario denied.
Oh.
And Scotty Thompson down that ball loose. It will be reviewed as we are in the final 2 minutes.
That's a quality look from RHJ. But what a rebound once again from Scotty. This is the reason why they're ahead. The rebounding department. And Scotty That's just too quick for Kelly Williams.
Justin Brownlee, the offense has been mostly
The one,
that
the color
on
like
the attack
the pants.
from the shaded area or
The
from
last
the
night
mid-range.
you
Nothing outside
With
for
the five
JB with that
pocket
quick
here.
thumb.
Yeah, look.
We have a timeout here in 71 to 66. Thompson putting out the effort. He was able to tap that ball loose.
No, there in the
And Ginebra protecting his 5-point lead heading into this timeout. We're seeing some of the NSD wins for Barangay Ginebra. And this is the type of momentum that they'd wish for here in the series against TNT. That was game 4. They were staring at the barrels of a 1-3 series deficit. But JJ Helderbrand, Mark Agiwa saved the day. They won that match. They won the next one. And then Justin Brownlee
With the game
became
series winner.
immortal with a 3-point shot here inside the Big Dome in game 6. JB topping it out, Coach Tington opening up, saying that they were already looking for possible replacements. They felt that Brownlee will not be able to play here in this series anymore. Your gate attendance over 12,000 watching game 5. TNT needs a bucket.
There's still a lot of time, but TNT, so much problems here on the offensive end the last 5 minutes.
Stephen Hall defending RHJ. Wallace Jefferson, well covered. Nambata for 3. In and out. Rebound once again. Scotty Thompson. Oh, but Bogoy takes it away. Scotty recovers. There's a scramble inside. It'll be a jump. Woo! What effort from Scotty.
For sure. This will be RHJ last game on the jump ball.
You know, we thought it was already a perfect defensive game when Barangay Ginebra limited TNT to 78 points in game 4, 66 at the tail end of this match.
And the way they defended, foul on RHJ.
Wallace Jefferson knew where he had to send that ball, but unfortunately for him, our boy was beaten. He had inside position, but Thompson, sorry, that was Stephen Holt, was quicker to the basketball. And have to extend this lead a bit further. Barangay Ginebra will rely on Scotty Thompson and Justin Brownlee on this ball screen action. There's a switch. JB against Bogoy, draws the double, one-hander is going to go.
16 points in the second half for Justin Brownlee. Very smart move here by Brownlee. He knows it's bigger than Alan Boy. Doesn't settle for a jumper. He takes up high percentage floater. That's the second time has made floater like this here in the fourth quarter. And Justin and Scotty has taken over
Ito naman.
14 po. Ang nakakuha doon kay Chris King. Nagkakawal to Chris King. Watch out! Watch out!
Ni Chris King and
Ate ka muna. Ano ba ang tawag doon?
I think
Kinito, I think
King is
Chris King
limping.
hobbling, yes.
He's limping.
You see Chris King being attended to. Hey, naghihiyawan ng mga tao si Chris King. Chris King, sumalo Aquino against Kevin Holland. Ano ba sa naman kay Chris King? 3-point shot by Chris King! It's good!
Yan ang sinasabi. Chris King is hobbled. He will not try. He will not try. He will just take the 3-point shot on a medium range jumper.
A 7-point lead, their biggest lead of the game. Barangay Ginebra. It's so close they could taste it. A 3-2 series advantage against TNT. Hollis Jefferson wants a 4, won't get it. Rebound Brownlee.
Only 21 points for TNT in the second half. What an effort from Barangay Ginebra. Very impressive the way they defended Ronde Hollis Jefferson here in the second half.
He'll be taking another knock and pass that bounce play to determine who touched it last. There will be a substitution coming up for Coach Limon. He wants to send in Arcel Barrientos, another ball handler, to replace Troy Rosario, better free throw shooter as well.
But when you get to the last 5 minutes, this is where, in a close match, this is where TNT misses Jason Castro.
Yes, absolutely. Again, that's the finals MVP that you're not having here in the finals. TNT, they'll need to decide something quick, a double or a foul. They force a turnover.
RJ.
Boy, that was just about the best thing that could happen for the Tropang Giga in that possession.
So let's see if they can get a quick basket here.
RJ.
It has to be from the outside because if you're looking at this as 3 possessions with 25.2 seconds remaining with no player timeouts, it might be tough. So it might have to be the long ball that TNT should bank on. Stephen Holt has been the unsung hero for Barangay Ginebra. And this stop, one for the ages against Ronnie Hollis Jefferson, game 2, to pull them level and give them a chance here in this series. And they're very close to building a 3-2 series advantage as they lead by 7 points, making this a defensive grind against the Tropang Giga.
And to me, that has been the most important aspect of this series. The way they have held Ronde Hollis Jefferson. The field goals are very down for RHJ. Look at this graphic here in wins, only 74 points allowed them today. After 45 in the first half, 21 in the second half for TNT.
Hollis Jefferson will launch from way downtown. No good. Rebound for Pugoy. They're hunting for a 4. Bubble in for 4. Won't get it. One more rebound for Pugoy. He will launch as well. It does not fall. Holt with a rebound. Barangay Ginebra will send it forward to Rosario. He will now take a shot. Barangay Ginebra, San Miguel is 1 win away from the PBA 49 season Commissioner's Cup crowns.
And just a great character win here for Barangay Ginebra. Back-to-back games, rounding not 100%, but they do enough to take this 3-2 lead.
Bobby Thompson.
They're getting that old 2016 feeling. As our best player of the game is brought to by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA, Scotty Thompson, standing tall in the end game.
Nobody could make a basket for TNT. And then on the other end, it was Scotty Thompson. 6 straight points in the middle of that fourth quarter. And then pretty much all the big plays on the defensive end and rebounding coming from Scotty as well.
73-66. Our final score is also brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. And so, our next game this coming Wednesday, still here inside the Smart Araneta Coliseum. It will be for the championship. Barangay Ginebra gunning for the crown against TNT in Game 6.
Wednesday, game 6. Nakita tayo. Si, watch for review.
The Gen are a win away from the title after taking Game 5 from TNT. Congratulations to our player of the game, Scott, and Coach Tim Cone. Coach Tim, Ginebra did not get a taste of the lead at all throughout the first half. JB was also just limited to 2 points in the first 24 minutes. But how did you tie your adjustments together come second half, especially in crunch time to take this game?
Well, honestly, I think we all knew from our side that Justin was struggling a little bit more with his hand today than he was in the last game. And so I think everybody had to learn how to step up. And even though Justin made some big shots down the stretch, it was really the inspiration of Scotty that really turned the tide for us. We did not play a good first half. We were playing the first half in like second gear, and they were playing in fourth gear. And we knew at halftime we'd have to step it up and play at a higher gear to have a chance. And really, it just there's just so much that Scotty does. And I'd say this even if you weren't here, Scotty. I'd still say this. But there's just so much that Scotty does that doesn't show up on the scorecard or the points, the rebounds. He gets those stuff, but his impact is so much greater than that. And you can see that, I think, more today than just about any time, that he just inspired the whole team. That Kalawit rebound he had was amazing when a time when we weren't getting rebounds. And then the shots down the stretch, getting the ball to the right people, was a brilliant game by Scotty, especially the second half.
Coach, you mentioned inspiration. Another source of inspiration was L.A. Tenorio. You fielded him in. Can you talk us through the decision to give him minutes tonight?
Well, I just felt that we weren't executing as well as we could. And That's one thing that LA is just really smart with is execution. He knows how to get the team into execution and into spots and knows who to get the ball to. And I just felt we were lacking at that point. And I just turned to him. I said, "You ready to go in?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "Okay." And I felt we needed a break for Scotty at that point as well. So, LA is always ready. And, he works so hard in practice every day. Even though he may not play, he's still working. And he's 40, 41 years old, still working super hard in practice every day.
Thank you, Coach. Scotty, now on to you. Dahil sa higpit ng depensa ng parehong kupunan, hindi naging ganun kalinis yung execution. Pero bilang floor general, ano ba yung mga nakita mong advantages nyo o yung mga lapses ng TNT, lalo na nung dikit yung laban sa dulo, that you were able to maximize?
First of all praise, honor, and glory to God for the win tonight. Just truly inspired, no, to the today's championship, no. But we all know it's a grind game, possession by possession, and we just don't want to quit every single game. So thank God sa win tonight and truly inspired sa family ko, sa wife ko, and sa mga kids ko.
Scotty, being one win away from the title, ano ba sa tingin mo yung susi para makuha nyo na sa susunod na laro?
I think for us, we have to focus lang on just one game, no past, no future for us. Just focus sa game na yun. Closeout series is the most hardest game. No, we always talk about that, but let's see what we can do sa next game. But bibigyan namin yung best namin.
Game highlights brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA in this royal rematch. It was RR Paboy and the rest of TNT who landed the first big punch. They heated up quickly from downtown in that opening quarter, giving us vibes similar to game one of the series.
But it was after the first quarter, TNT's guns were nowhere to be found here. Aral Pugoy after a couple of 3-pointers. Quiet once again of Tana as well. And they're going to need a lot of these outside shots to fall to force a game 7.
In the Batak stepping in, coming off the bench, and automatically becoming a factor. Pin down screen provided by Kelly Williams, leading to that opening. And that was the theme. An early 10-point advantage for TNT in the opening quarter. Brownlee struggled mightily from the field in that first half, while RHJ found it easy to punish that rim with a slam dunk perfect assist coming from Calvin of that big first quarter from the TNT Tropang Giga. They got the stops, they got the big rebounds they needed to push the pace and attack quickly on the other side. As a result, they were up by 7 points, 24-17 at the end of the first 12 minutes of action. But for every opportunity of TNT to break the game wide open, there would be a response coming from Barangay Ginebra.
Jamie Malonzo missing that, but Scotty was all over the place in this game, in the small lineup by Barangay Ginebra, providing dividends for them early in the second.
Barangay Ginebra inching closer, but JP Aram able to secure a couple of buckets in that period to help TNT stay ahead, stay in front of their counterparts. There will be a scramble for a loose ball here. It results to a pass to Maverick Ahmad, and how crucial was his effort in that first half.
3 3-pointers in the first half for Maverick Ahmad.
Meanwhile, the bench also showing up for TNT. Kim Rodin to be able to secure that reverse layup off a client from Calvin Octana. Still, it will be a 10-point lead, 45-35, and that lead will not last long in the second half.
And that 45 points of TNT at halftime. Offense nowhere to be found, and then they started turning the ball over. Barangay Ginebra with a big one.
Base for good. Well, the offense looked for TNT in the first half, but when you commit mistakes, including this one coming from JP Aram, it leads to opportunities. And when Barangay Ginebra feels that there's energy, there's momentum behind them with a crowd shouting, they're very difficult to control. Of course, after this moment, there was also tension coming from the bench of TNT. JP Arama airing out his frustrations. Coach Shotre is not liking how his player reacted. But they were able to still put together forget about that moment, put up a fight, but at that moment, it was Barangay Ginebra already having momentum on their side.
And when those things happen, then you lose the game. That gets compounded. So let's see how TNT bounces back from that.
I mean, look at how difficult the shots appeared for Ronde Hollis Jefferson had to play with double effort just to secure that putback. The other side, Brownlee quiet in the first half because he was reserving all his energy for the third and fourth quarters.
Look at this nice hesitation move by Brownlee. This is the shot that Justin Brownlee has been doing. This has been his go-to move since that injury, that little floater, little runner around the lane for Justin.
That's about all he can do with that injured thumb.
He has not made a three.
But he is providing Barangay Ginebra with exactly what they need. Scotty Thompson, though, taking over in the end game. Beating Calvin Octana with a quick step. And then after that, adding to their advantage. Look at this drive once again coming from Scotty. And two moments that I will note for you, Coach Mark. 7:04. That was the last field goal of TNT, courtesy of the one-hander coming from Kim Odin.
Yep.
And then at 4 minutes, 25 seconds, their last points of the match, 2 free throws from Reynam Bata, empty for the final 4 minutes and 25, similar to how they struggled in the end game of Game 4.
That has been a problem. We talk about Jason Castro not being there, but that's a thing of the past. You have to figure something out here for TNT. And I don't know if we can go to RSJ exclusively, because right now Barangay Ginebra has the number of Ronde Hollis Jefferson. It's gonna take a lot from the best import to bring TNT back this series.
Scotty Thompson got them back, got them ahead, and it will be Justin Brownlee who will send them home. JB matched up against Kelly Williams. Brownlee gets to his spot and tries for the one-hander. He's been limiting his touches not to punish that hand too much. But when he stepped up, when he asked for the ball, we saw prime time. We saw vintage Justin Brownlee.
Just creating some separation there, using his strength. And then that floater has been magical here for Justin Brownlee. And he reserved his strength. Did not exert a lot of effort in the first half. He was fresh in the fourth quarter.
And the key for them, it will be 2 days of rest before we re-engage for Game 6 of the final. 73-66 is your final score. The action will resume here inside the Big Dome on March 26th. That's a Wednesday. Barangay Ginebra will gun for the win, while the TNT Tropang Giga will fight with everything that they have to force a Game 7 here in this series. For Miss Pauline Bertosa, Coach Mark Molina, and Carlo Momentuan, thanking you for your continued support of the PBA. This is the PBA 49th season.